We've talked a lot about how to make sure that your customers feel heard, understood, and cared for, and why that's so important. Now, before we continue, I want to share a story with you. Back in 1994, I was living in Northridge, California, and there was a devastating earthquake. And I was working at a bank as a bank teller at the time. And most of my customers have been through a horrific experience. There was a tragedy that had happened. People had lost their homes. They'd lost their possessions. And some people had lost their lives. And my customers would come in with FEMA checks. And these are checks from the government to help them get back on their feet. And they would share their stories with me. And as a young man, it really helped me understand how empathy can make an impact in somebody's life through retail customer service. And as they'd share their stories with me, I'd have to listen so I could really understand what was happening with them. And they appreciated it so much. And what ended up happening is I'd start building these relationships with them. And they would come back over and over and share all the joys that they had and rebuilding their lives. It was powerful. And many years later, I was thinking back on that experience, and I came up with what I call the customer service ripple effect. Because when you show kindness and caring to somebody else, they feel amazing, don't they? And maybe they go back to their families and they treat their children better. They treat their employees better, their staff better. Oh, that's powerful. And what I realized is through retail customer service, you have the power to impact somebody's life. Imagine a time when you had top-notch customer service. How did it make you feel? And when you think about that, how did the ripple effect of empathy and listening and understanding and building relationships, how did that impact your life? You have the power to do the same thing for somebody else, to make your customers feel the same thing. It's powerful.